And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? I'm sorry, guys. He's, a voodoo doll. What are you going to do? I was thinking of putting him here, but I don't know if he's going to fall over or knock over something. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like he's always spying on me or staring at my globe or something. Greg Jonick was first, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, don't you know? And here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right, yes, thank you. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's see. David E. Persons was number 2. What you gonna do when the dad joke of the day comes after you? A frauditor was late for an out-of-state fraudit. On the highway, he saw a sign that said, "Clean restrooms ahead." So he did! Dagnabbit. There you go. Kosher dill pickles, man. All right. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Blackheart Knight, stand ready for my arrival, worms. That must be News Now Dumbass in there. Let's see. David E. Persons, Blackheart Knight. Paul Coa, say, yo, my peeps, you good? Welcome to the show. Don't you know? News Now enemies here. Dear Algebra, please stop asking us to find your ex. They're not coming back, and don't ask why. I love it. Highway Star said, I'm here. Highway Star! Yeah! All right, let's see. Greg Jonick, Blackheart Knight. Greg Jonick. Cliff Hickson, greetings, all you misfits. All right. Welcome to the show. Don't you know? Let's see. Kingston 2000 said, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's always. All right. Terry Barnes, good morning, friends. God bless. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Blackheart Knight for $2. News Now Voodoo, take a bath because you stink or get lit up. What do you got to say about that, Voodoo?
Oh, man, I don't need to take no bath. I'm allergic to water, you know what I'm saying? And my stink is what makes everybody know I'm coming. That way they'll be ready. Besides, when I'm out there pimping and eating all the shrimping. You know, I'm the pimp, you're the simp. I've been eating all the shrimp every day, every way. You can lick my butt today. Yeah, man. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And I'm gonna show it. I hope I don't blow it. What? Ah, crap! Oh no! Oh man, that hurts. That smarts, man. My butt itches. What the hell? Ow, thank you. What? Come on, Hez. Oh!
The best part is, like, even when he's off camera and I go like this, like I'm smacking him, I legitimately hit the voodoo doll. Like, I can't, like, just pretend, even though you guys wouldn't know the difference. I actually hit him when I do that. Highway Star, David E. Persons, the Lessonators here. Good morning, Vietnam. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah. Got my douche-a-doo. Let's see. Cliff Hickson. Hey, Highway Star, Terry Barnes. Greg Jonas, Cliff Hickson. Amazing Audit. Let's see. BAT is a turd. Yeah, he is. He's pretty lame. Terry Barnes, Highway Star. Zerzer Zyquin's here. Who, what, where, when, why, to what extent, and under what conditions. All right. Hey, NCR, what's up? Hey, everyone. Just want to stop by before getting this new video started. All right. Always great to have you here. Let's see. You'd be interested to know, every Sunday night I do movie night with my older kids. Yesterday we did Donnie Darko. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see, Highway Star, Greg Jonick, Terry Barnes, Mr. Thomas. Good morning, Hez and the Rash family. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, sir. Oh, bonus joke. The toothbrush was invented by a frauditor. If it was invented by anyone else, it would be called a teeth brush. Because they only got one tooth. All right, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, last night was cool because, like I said, we did movie night with the older kids and we watched Donnie Darko, which was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that movie, it's something. Oh no, yeah. See, look, it is just the camera because when you look at it like closer to the camera, it's obviously, round. It's just when it's back here further away, it distorts, like on the edges of the screen. It distorts the images. Like my Jaws shirt is like on an angle when it's actually perfectly straight, but it just looks like that because of the camera. I don't know. But yeah. Hez, do you have Netflix? Raw starts at 3 p.m. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they're on Netflix now. At 3 p.m., that's got to be your time. I'm at work at 3 p.m. I get off at 5. Lexi Ann, what's up? Welcome to the show. Let's see. See, fake curvature. You said it. It's not. It's flat. Oh, no. Dun, dun, dun. I got all this stuff here that Minnie has to read, but I put it on the side here, but now I feel like it's, I'm trying to do the show, and I'm not looking at this stuff. Here we go. I'll just put it over here. That'll do. All right. Cheeky monkey in the house. Oh, so your head isn't that big? It's just a camera. Yes. So anyway, listen, guys. I got a gift over the weekend. You guys are always the most incredibly generous fans in the world. Like, I'm always blown away by all the stuff you guys are giving me. Uncle Artie sent me something. I got it over the weekend. My new coffee mug. Look at that. It's awesome, and it's yummy. Because I filled it with Javalia. Oh, yeah. That's some good coffee, man. Oh, wee. I love this thing. Chef M80 has a good morning dad joke. Why do people in Athens hate getting up early? Because dawn is tough on Greece. It is, too. Squishy coffee mug. This thing's metal. It's delicious. Yes. Yes, so thank you, Uncle Artie, for that. That's great stuff. Round of applause for Uncle Artie's Barn Girl Stupidity. Chuck's in the house. What's up? So anyway, yeah, the weekend wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Because Saturday, because it's normal, like for Minnie has to come here on Saturday and then stay till Wednesday, and then his mom takes him, and that's when she has her turn with him. But the older kids, hey Donna Ray, what's up? Great to see ya. Trancers, Cherry 2000, or Near Dark. Yeah, those are all great. Yeah. Thank you for the recommendations. I love it. But so anyway, but this weekend, and then, okay, so the normal process is that on Sunday, the older kids will come over to visit, and they'll like really early Sunday morning, and then they'll stay all day and leave late Sunday night. Usually I get to see them. It's always guaranteed at least one day a week, but back and forth because they're in high school. You know, Minnie has his school is literally right there. I walk him to school every day, you know. But the older kids, they're in high school. It's all the way over on the other side of the city. Well, not the other side of the city, but closer to where their mom lives. So it's easier for them to stay with her during the week. So I get them like on the weekends. But this week, my older son came here Saturday with Minnie has and stayed the whole weekend because Saturday night Svengoolie showed Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is my older son's favorite horror movie. So he had to be here for that. So then he was here the whole weekend and we watched Creature from the Black Lagoon and it was great. And then trying to decide if he wants to come next Saturday or Sunday. He's absolutely going to be here on Saturday because at the end of the show, they always say what movie they're going to show next week. And at the end, Svengoolie's like, and join us next week for Godzilla versus Monster Zero. And my older son's like, oh, I got to come for that. I got to come. There's no way I'm going to miss a Godzilla movie. So that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. Woohoo. But anyway, so he comes over, he hangs out, and then Sunday his sister came over, and then that was yesterday, and we watched Donnie Darko. And between all that, we had tacos for dinner yesterday, and it was so cool because like there's a lot of different places around here that make them, and I decided to try a place I never tried before, and they turned out to I never tried them before because they were the cheapest. Like the average price around here for tacos is like $3 per taco. Some places are like $3.50, $3.75. This place it's like $2.50, $2.50 for one taco. Which, you know, I mean, I'm used to like $1 a taco, but you know, inflation, so whatever. But the cheapest place I found was $2.50. So I'm thinking, well, now that they're like $3.50 in most places, this place is probably skimping on stuff. It's probably crap. So I never ordered from them before. But yesterday I'm like, we'll see, because I didn't have a ton of money, but I had to feed, 4 people, me and my daughter and my 2 sons. So I ordered from there, and their tacos were awesome. And they come like in the thing that they send them in. They weren't just tacos, but they had all the limes, of course, and the hot sauce. But they also had grilled jalapenos and grilled green onions and all this stuff on the side. Like, oh, they were fantastic. So I love it. Parts of Creature from the Black Lagoon were filmed just down the road. Oh, from where you're at? Hey, that's pretty cool. That's very cool, actually. I was wondering if it still exists. As I was watching the movie, of course, yeah. Yeah, I've seen all the Creature from the Black Lagoon movies. There's only 3 of them, and I've watched them over and over. We used to have a box set of all 3 of them on DVD. In fact, they had a thing called the Legacy Collection, and I had all of them. They had Frankenstein and all the sequels, Dracula and all the sequels, the Wolfman and all the sequels, and all 3 Creature of the Black Lagoon movies. They were box sets that came out in the 90s, and I had the whole collection. Unfortunately, just like my comic books, and a lot of my records too, but records are different because since they're made out of vinyl, you can clean them up, But there was a flood all that stuff was at my parents' house at the time. Like, because that's like the stereotype. Oh, you live in your mom's basement. So it's like, I almost hesitate to say it, but it's literally true. I had all my stuff stored in my mom's basement, and then her basement flooded. So, like, my Creature of the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Wolfman, all of those DVDs got destroyed. Like, to the point where it got so wet that I couldn't get the paper when it got wet and then dried. It like got stuck to the discs, like it wouldn't come off without scratching the crap out of the disc. Kind of the same problem I have with cleaning some of my old records that got wet. If they didn't have a sleeve, you put the record in the sleeve, then put the sleeve in the case. But if they didn't have a sleeve, the cardboard, when it got wet, it got stuck to it, got stuck in the grooves, and you can't get it out without ruining the thing. But Frankenstein, I was watching it. Like, I took the DVD with me because at the time I had my own place, and I just had like all my old stuff in my mom's basement. My comic books and my records and my DVDs and all that stuff, my CDs. So then when her basement flooded, all that, but I brought Frankenstein with me because I was watching it. So that one didn't get ruined. I still have it. But yeah. Oh, Leprechaun in the Hood. No, I still got that one. Stop lying. We know it was News Now Voodoo that ruined your stuff. Yeah, I admit it. Yeah, I got all my DVDs that survived. I'm looking at them. I got the WrestleMania box set. The Shining, Easy Rider, just what I could see from here, because with my eyes I can't read all the titles. The Beavis and Butthead Mike Judge Collection, The Chappelle Show Season 1, 12 Monkeys, Blade Runner, Night of the Living Dead, I don't know, Head, The Monkeys, Led Zeppelin, The Wall, Pink Floyd The Wall, Clockwork Orange, Full Metal Jacket, Norbit, I don't know why I have that, Total Recall, Airplane, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, I don't know, Toxic Avenger, but it's not, the Toxic Avenger one made me so mad, because when I bought it, it's the Toxie box set. So I thought, oh, cool, all the Toxic Avenger movies all in a box set. So I bought the box set, and then I get it home and I realize it's Trauma. And Toxic Avenger was their biggest, most successful movie. So they just slapped his picture and his name on the box. And then it's filled with a bunch of random Trauma films that have nothing to do with the Toxic Avenger. They're just crap. Like, dang nabbit, they tricked me. And I fell for it and bought the damn thing. The creature walks among us. Yeah. What happens is he like drowns at the end of part 2. So but because he has lungs and gills, they operate on him to try and save him to make his lungs work so he doesn't have to go back in the water. They operate on him to have his lungs take over permanently. But then if he goes underwater, he'll actually drown. And the creature walks among us. Yeah, he actually lives in like among people, but he doesn't know how because he's a fish. My friend starred in the second Toxic Avenger. You know what? Trauma films being the way they are, I absolutely buy that. Yeah, why not? Yep. And the first movie Clint Eastwood was ever in, I think, was Revenge of the Creature. Yeah. Creature from the Black Lagoon, man. That's some great stuff. Anyway, I just remembered one of the jokes Svengoolie told, and my son was like, what? I had to kind of explain it to him. So, there's a scene in the movie where the girl is in her bikini or whatever, and she's smoking a cigarette, because back then everybody smoked cigarettes, right? So she's on the boat smoking a cigarette, and then she throws her butt in the water, and then the camera pans down, and the creature's under the water looking up at the butt. And it immediately cuts to Svengoolie doing like his Beavis and Butthead impersonation. He's like, he's looking at her butt. Because it was a cigarette butt, you know. The hell? There you go. Anyway, it's Monday. Gotta go to work. That's not fun. But the show is, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. Let's get this starty parted. We're going to start right off the bat with some Van Valiant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Auditing is never a good idea. That's a factozoid. Let's see, where was it? I wanted to... What the heck? What happened to... See, sometimes my... Why is this... Okay, see, hold on. My computer's being silly with me right now. Hold on. Okay. Oh! I know what happened. I was watching a video before I went on the air, and I still had that tab open, and that was the one it was on, so, okay. Sorry about that, guys. La 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 la. I'm like, this isn't what I'm trying to play. Here we go. Boom. All right. La 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 la.
No, I'd like you to get your driver's license like I asked you, and I'm not going to ask you.
What a police license?
Welcome back to the Van Valiant channel, guys. Today we're going to take a look at a video that I get asked to cover about once a month, but for some reason never got round to covering, so here we are. This one comes out of Ohio, where a sovereign citizen plays F around and find out with a no-nonsense cop when he refuses to comply following a traffic stop that stemmed from reports that a red truck matching his was doing donuts in a parking lot. Get your popcorn ready for this one.
Hey, Officer Valens, Bay Village Police. Where you coming from, buddy? Can't see your license plate or anything. Oh, is that where you live? Okay. Do you have your driver's license, sir?
My driver's license is important, though.
It's not important?
No.
Let me see your identification. You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, sorry to break this to you, fella, but the sovereign mind trick only works on the weak-minded.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Why is that not important?
Because
Put it in park.
yeah, it's in park.
All right. What's up?
Because I'm using my personal property on personal transportation. If you would like me to pull up the case numbers on my phone.
No, I'd like you to get your driver's license like I asked you, and I'm not going to ask you again.
Some cops say they're not going to ask for your license again, then ask another 5 times. And before you know it, it's been 30 minutes, and they've manoeuvred the cop into a circular argument. However, this cop, I can happily say, is not one of those cops. Also, nobody cares about your cherry-picked case law because, surprisingly, a cold night in January on the side of the road is not the place to litigate your defence.
Get your driver's license out.
Sir, if you would like, call your supervisor because this is the Supreme Court rulings.
Okay.
With case numbers involved.
That's unnecessary.
That is 100% necessary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because the Supreme Court ruled that I am allowed and deemed to use my personal property, which is this vehicle.
Where's the license plate on the vehicle?
Don't you just love it when soft-sits try to pass off their uneducated ramblings as the words of a Supreme Court judge to gain the upper hand in a conversation with a cop? Absolute content gold.
I don't need it because I am using personal property.
Hand me the driver's license.
What does it matter?
Hand me the driver's license.
I'm not handing it to you. You can call your supervisor.
I'm not calling my supervisor.
Then you can call them.
Okay, come here. Step out of the car. Step out of the car, I'm going to make you get out of the car. Stop reaching for stuff.
I'm not reaching for stuff.
Get out
I
of the
went to
car.
unbuckle. Is your radio?
Get out of the car.
Hold on. Video record right now. Pull your phone out.
Get out of the
Video
car.
record.
If she's going to start recording his stupidity from another angle, she'd better be quick about it because this cop is done asking nicely.
Pull
Get
your
out of the
phone
car.
And video record. Oh, my f***ing shoulder! You just dislocated it! You mother...
What part of step out of your car or I'll make you get out did you not understand? Also, dislocated shoulder or the symptoms of incarceritis.
Ah! You have no reason and right. You want to lose your... Stop. You seriously dislocated my shoulder. Take me to the driver. Video record right now.
Yeah, record my stupidity, but don't let it interrupt that cigarette you're smoking.
I got you.
You just dislocated my shoulder, dude.
I told you I wasn't going to ask you again.
You have no right. I'm not being this.
Okay,
dude,
listen.
I gotta get out. Ow. Stop.
Here,
You got my shoulder dislocated. You have my shoulder dislocated. My paperwork is in the fucking car.
He should have been out of the car and handed me his
Yeah,
driver's
you got feel it.
Nope.
It's just dislocated.
I don't wanna hurt you. I don't wanna hurt
It's just dislocated. You mother just dislocated my shoulder.
You need to relax.
You just dislocated my shoulder.
You need a squad?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just dislocated my
Let's get
shoulder.
him out of the road.
With no right. You want to lose your police license? You're about to.
Okay, first of all, you really need to learn what a right is because your shoulder allegedly getting dislocated while resisting and obstructing police is not a violation of one. Secondly, could you remind us all what a police license is, please? Because I haven't got the foggiest.
Get your squadron leader out here like I asked.
Let's get a supervisor.
Get your video recorder on right now.
We're gonna help you get up. Put your feet right in front of mine so we can help you get up.
You only use my left.
I will. Listen, put both feet here so you can use it as a...
Don't touch my
I got
right.
it.
Don't touch
I'm
my
gonna
right.
help you up. You ready? Ready?
No, grab underneath my please
here?
grab underneath the arm. There you go.
Ready?
Ow.
That's right. You milk that alleged dislocated shoulder for all it's worth.
Got a squad coming. Follow me back here.
You should have been reaching in the car. I don't know what you have in there.
God
You should have
damn
got out when I told you to get out.
I was getting out.
No, you weren't.
rigged me out, and I had her getting on video camera.
You weren't getting
You
out. Okay.
You
Don't raise your voice anymore.
Okay.
Listen, you're in cuffs.
I'm in a lot of pain.
I understand. We're gonna get you a squad.
Don't rape on the radar. Do you feel it? You see that? You feel that? Yeah, it's just okay.
Search him. I'll talk to him. That's what you
You
want.
feel that?
Okay, there's a squad coming.
Once again, what part of step out of your vehicle or I'll make you get out did you not understand? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
What's his deal? Is he suspended or what?
He was reaching to unbuckle.
Okay, I don't know what he was doing. And then he didn't want to get out of the car, so I had to pull him out of the car. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I
He was
understand.
telling me all kind of stuff, talking about he doesn't have to show me his driver's license. His
I know
license
it
plates
is.
is irrelevant. Okay? That's not what you do. And you're not going to be reaching in the car. You're not going to be
But he
reaching.
was unbuckling. You
Okay.
told him to get out. He was unbuckling when you told him to get out.
Then I
You
told
put
him to get out, and he wouldn't get out.
No, he was
Okay.
unbuckling.
Hey, that's all right. I'm not going to argue with you, okay?
I saw that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
When
Do you have
he
your
was
driver?
unbuckling. When he was unbuckling, you put him out.
He was unbuckling.
He was.
And then he wouldn't get out of the car.
And you said, no, I
So according to the original video description, the driver was charged with driving under suspension, which was dropped, display of plate, guilty, carrying a concealed weapon, dropped, obstructing official business, guilty, and drug possession, also dropped. And apparently he was only given a fine plus court costs. But boy, did that no-nonsense arrest make this all worthwhile. Right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then all the links to do that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
All right. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Van Balian. I don't know what happened. My keyboard, it like lights up. And just all of a sudden, while that video was playing, the light shut off. And now I can't see to type. I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's just black. Without the light, why did the light go off? And how do I get it back on? There isn't like a button or anything on here. There's a volume knob, but I don't know what happened. Maybe that's because I bought a cheap keyboard. I don't know. So I can't type because I can't see the letters. Oh boy. Hey, Florida Jim, what's up? So anyway, like, that's the thing. Watching that video, it's funny too, because like I could see why like a lot of the Voodoo unplugged it, but it still works. Voodoo broke it. That I believe. If it was unplugged, then I wouldn't have any power. I wouldn't be able to use it, right? Maybe I need to unplug it and then plug it back in. So, but like you watch a video, and sure enough, it's like afterwards, he went to take his seatbelt off and then you just grabbed him and pulled him out of the car. You didn't even give him a chance to get out. After he took his seatbelt off, he's like, okay, step out of the car. Well, wait a minute. I didn't get my legal Supreme Court. Okay, step out of the car. Yeah, but I had to. So he didn't just do it and then step out, because then they wouldn't have grabbed him and pulled him out. Try F and spacebar. Function FN. Wait a minute. Where was it? Try FN and spacebar. The Donna Rogers, what's up? Function. There's no N. There's 1 through 12 function keys. FN plus spacebar. Like literally the letters F and N? I feel like Homer Simpson. What the heck? Wait a minute. That was weird. Whoa! Google Chrome help. What the hell is that? I didn't want to go to a different tab. I want to be in StreamYard. The function key plus the spacebar. Yeah, but I don't have just a random function key. It's functions 1 through 12. F1, F2, F3, F4. Control Alt Delete. Alt. Windows key. Shift. See, that's the problem. I can't see. Dag nabbit. Caps lock. Yeah. Well, anyway. Welcome to Basic Computer Understanding with Hezokuai. Oh, wait, I found it. All right. Yeah, it didn't do it. It didn't turn the light back on. See, that's the problem. I can't see any of the keys because they're all blacked out because the light's off. It just randomly shut off. Like you said, Voodoo must have been playing with the wires. Hey, so while the next video plays, I'm going to go into the next video right away. And then while that plays, I'm going to finagle with the USB and see if I can get it lit up again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's follow that last one up with some NCR News Network. All right. See, Mike, I don't. My computer's been acting goofy all morning, and I let my kids play on it all day yesterday. See. Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's a switch in here. I don't see any, but we'll figure it out. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, NCR, let's go. Boom, there he is. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. Happy Monday.
Hi folks, today I have for us a video from Homeless Audits, where he gets a call from a Pinellas County Sheriff's officer, but possibly committing a criminal offense on the phone call. But before we start today's video, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Rankings. Episode 27 will be out later today. With all that being said, let's enjoy.
Hello, how may I help you?
Hello, is this Andrew?
It is. Who am I speaking with?
This is Sergeant Anderson from the Pasco Sheriff's Office. I got a message from Dade City Police Department that you were actually wanting to talk to a Pasco supervisor.
Yeah, that's correct. So my name is Andrew. I'm with Homeless Audits. What we do is we Homeless Audits.
Oh my God, who the hell cares.
My dad.
Never heard of it. Okay.
No, we're not really, we're not, YouTube famous or anything like that, so you might, yeah, you might not know who we are. That's not what we do. We check on ordinances that are deprecated or antiquated after, new case law, because obviously case law is established all the time. And in Florida, there's been a lot of case law been established concerning panhandling ordinances, things like that. Even new case law established concerning camping on public grounds and things like that. So we're basically a group that goes and checks to see how they're being enforced, if it's within the standards of current case law. And we had.
Okay, so you're basically like a media.
No, we're not media at all.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm a data analyst. We're just so we're homeless advocates, but not media.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because homeless audits are not advocates. They are not data analysts. They are a family of frauditors with some sovereign citizen mentalities. In the videos I've covered on this channel of them, we've heard them say that their whole point is to get these tickets so they can try to file frivolous 1983 civil rights violation lawsuits. No notion of that says that they are advocates. They have no notions of being data analysts. Even he said this is all about how he gets his paychecks. So this isn't about trying to be an advocate for the homeless or trying to get data analytics for the homeless populations, and if the violations they are getting are accurate or violate.
We do litigation with other groups and stuff like that who are interested in the same things sometimes, and it has gone that direction. But we try not to. We're not very litigious. But yeah, the reason I'm calling you though is there was an interaction with several of your deputies and one of our auditors and myself, for that matter. It was a deputy Watson, and I don't know. I'm sure you're not a supervisor, but that's who the deputy we had interaction with as a primary. And he was he pointed out an ordinance that I was unfamiliar with in your county codes of I believe is 8-2. It was on the road usage ordinances. And
8-2.
hold on, maybe the 18-2. Let me I had to pull it up. Let me see here. It was -1. Hold on. It is 82-1. Maybe let's see here. That one was.
Well, we're waiting.
Qualitative data reviews. Let me just pull my paper up. Watson. So this one. Let me stop that one. This was on 82-1.
82-1. And that's a Florida statute?
No, it's under a county ordinances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not FSS, but county. And he was reading it, and it does absolutely have some legislation that deals with what hand-to-hand transmissions between a motorist and a pedestrian was written in there. And recently in 2024, there was the Messina versus Fort Lauderdale case, where the Florida Justice Institute was working on that case, and there was a recent decision where the court found that it was unconstitutional and enjoined the defendant in the case, which was the city of Fort Lauderdale, from enforcing it under an injunction. So that case set precedent, actually more clarified to cities and counties around the state of Florida, at least, that the hand-to-hand transmission is permittable under the constitutional rights. The sign things, the passively holding a sign by the road, was mostly from the Reed versus Town of Gilbert out in Arizona. It was a SCOTUS decision. So Clarence Thomas read that with a decision and established that content-based restrictions on freedom of speech are unconstitutional. They had to be content neutral. So the various things like that have kind of paved the way for how cities can deal with or can enforce things toward the panhandlers and homeless people in their area. So that's what we kind of handle. I don't know if everyone's aware.
Yes, the Supreme Court has been making rulings when it comes to panhandling. The act of panhandling itself is technically not illegal and it is constitutionally protected. However, a lot of the city ordinance are cracking down on the aggressive panhandling, those who are demanding money, those who are getting in the roadways, those who are getting in the medians of the highways and demanding people to give them money or food or whatever. Now, yes, the Mancy case did have a ruling where the city of Fort Lauderdale had a permanent injunction placed on their panhandling laws. However, it does not stop them from coming up with new laws to stop aggressive panhandling and to protect people on the roadways.
Of it, or it's just something we deal with. So in this interaction, Deputy Watson informed us of 82-1, and he actually brought up one piece in there about solicitation on or near a roadway, because in Hillsborough County, which is where we have a current case at, they have an ordinance that's on or near a roadway. So within 4 foot of a roadway, they say no solicitation. Well, in Pasco County is a little different. How y'all did it is that there's a definitions in your roadways includes 4 foot of the curbside, outside the curb of the road. So it's within the definitions. And then you have the no solicitation on a roadway, which then includes the same definition, including the 4 foot outside the roadway. It's kind of how it's written here. So it's very, very, very slightly different, but for all intents and purposes, it's the same ordinance. And because you're one county away, and we currently have a case in Hillsborough County, it just saves everybody time to kind of get everything together. Is that another one? You can answer that. Is that Dade City? Y'all be keeping me busy.
They're keeping you busy because you're demanding these supervisors call you. Now, here's something that we haven't noticed at all in this video. He has not informed the supervisor of Pasco County that he is recording this conversation. Now, this could be considered wiretapping due to the fact that Florida is a two-party consent state. Both parties must be aware of the recording. This is a similar thing that got Jeremy DeWitt a wiretapping charge that was upheld when he did not notify a person who called him about his company and their actions that he was recording the conversation with his body camera. Now, the deputy did not say at any point in the beginning of the conversation that he's on a recorded line. Neither did homeless audits.
I'm on Dade City. I'm on the phone with Sergeant from Pasco. I'll give them a call. Can they give me a call back in 15 minutes? Okay. So what's going on now is that we Florida's still got a lot of antiquated ordinances, and this is one of those that is has been addressed in the courts here, and so yeah, that's I'm wondering why Deputy Watson.
Are you wanting to file a complaint against Deputy Watson, or?
Well, I mean, Deputy Watson did not answer.
Sure what your
Well, he didn't issue citations, so we have to collect the citation first, because without damages, there's nothing to contest.
Wrong! And you are wrong about this. You see, if you wanted to contest the city ordinance or the law itself, you could just get a lawyer to do that. You could file a pro se motion even. However, you're bringing up damages, meaning you want a monetary remedy for what's happened. So you want them to give you a citation so you can try to say that your rights were violated. That's the only reason why you would want the citation, so you can collect damages. Now, if this was truly about changing the law, like I said, you could go pro se or get a lawyer to challenge this in the courts.
And so in this particular interaction, Deputy Watson did not issue any citation or create a record of enforcement. But so in that case, I don't really, and he was professional. He was just misinformed. He was under the impression.
Basically over the weekend, trying to educate. He'd have to do with
The current,
essentially the sheriff's office. Well, so
yeah.
one deputy's view doesn't. So sometimes
Sure.
we have deputies that maybe aren't as informed as others, if you will. It's kind of the easiest way to put it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's so funny to me because it's like I'm calling to tell you guys that there's a major problem with this cop. Well, what did he do? He didn't give me a ticket for something that I'm saying isn't illegal. What? Wait a minute. I need a citation so I have something to sue over. It's like you're mad that the cop let you go? You're mad that he didn't write you a ticket? I can't understand the reasoning of these people. They're so dumb. No record means no cause of action, so there's no case. Right, exactly. What is he even... That's why I always say, and like NCR pointed out earlier, it's like, if you're trying to, supposedly you're trying to do this, do that, and the other thing, then why does it all come down to trying to get a lawsuit so you can get paid? That has nothing to do with fixing problems in society or whatever. Oh, by the way, I Googled it on my phone because I couldn't see the keyboard to write anything. There's a button to turn the light on and off. Where is it? Right there. Between the Alt key and the FN key is the light key. So I must have just accidentally pressed that. You just turn it up, toggle it on and off by pressing the light key. So, oh well. Back to the video, guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Thank you for... What's going on? Come on. There we go.
But typically speaking, this would be something that would be better served. I'm trying to figure out what your... so it's one deputy.
Yeah, the other ones that were with him.
I mean, we do have county ordinances and stuff that address that, and there's state statutes. There's
hold on.
16 of the traffic laws. There's a lot of different ways to address panhandling.
Panhandling is a constitutional right, though. So hold on. Panhandling is a constitutional right. So it's very, very clear.
Well,
very clear.
I'm not going to get...
Again, he doesn't understand what he's talking about. Panhandling is not a constitutional right. Yes, it is protected under free speech, which is a constitutional right. However, panhandling itself is nowhere mentioned in the Constitution. However, you do have a right to panhandle to express yourself under the First Amendment. Now, the real question is, what do you want this sergeant to do? You didn't get a ticket. If you're trying to educate them, you're doing that. But what more do you want?
I don't want to get into a debate with you because I'm not a spokesman for the sheriff's office. That would have to be done by the public information officer. I'm not allowed to essentially...
Can we come and collect the ordinance violation? Because he was unwilling. He was unwilling to enforce. What I'm getting at is Watson was unwilling to enforce 82-1 on the hand-to-hand transmission ordinance or on the solicitation on roadway ordinance. He was unwilling to enforce them. We're kind of anxious to move on to the next city.
He utilized his discretion then, yeah.
So can we, so since the ordinance exists, the legislation's on the books, and we're looking to challenge that legislation, can we just come to the sheriff's office and commit the offense and then have it enforced?
Is this just a genetic thing with you? Is it congenital? Did your mother drop you on your head when you were a baby?
I thought you said you weren't you didn't receive a violation though.
Right, but we can't. We know now that that the legislation exists on your books, so we have to get the legislation repealed off the books. In order to do that,
that would be with the Board of County Commissioners. That wouldn't be necessarily the Sheriff's Office, because the laws and things are passed through the government, not necessarily the...
Yeah, but...
So laws are passed through the government, and then the Sheriff's Office enforces the laws.
Yes, so you're bound to enforce that law. So we can commit a violation of that law and get an enforcement and a citation for that violation, right? I mean, are you telling us that you won't enforce it or something? I don't understand.
Essentially, depending on the situation, yeah. I mean,
so
any given scenario could land you a citation or even worse.
Yeah, we don't want it to be subjectively enforced, though. I mean, it should be enforcement of something should be objective.
Well, it's not subjective. So law enforcement officers, when dealing with ordinances or traffic violations and things of that nature that are non-criminal.
Yeah.
And even in some cases criminal, law enforcement has discretion. They're able to use discretion based on the situation, which is a good thing for the citizens, because somebody may have a very bad emergency, and hence why they're violating the speed. And so maybe the deputy's going to use discretion and not write that person a ticket because they're trying to get to the hospital.
But that type of discretion is a little different than just
call an ambulance.
Well, that type of discretion. That's a great example. Let me give you another example that might happen.
The supervisor has explained it so well. The officer used his discretion. Now, he could have given a citation and a fine, but he used his discretion. That's perfectly legal. This isn't some big deal. If you truly feel that these laws on the books are unjust and unconstitutional, you don't need to get arrested to have standing. You don't need a ticket to have standing. You just need to go to the courts or to the county legislation and tell them, fight it in the courts. But if you want a ticket so you can say there were damages, that's the only reason you would do this, so you can try to file a 1983 civil rights violation. It's not about getting these laws off the books. It's about you trying to get a payday.
A deputy sees an actual homeless person with very little means, and they enforce something that's unconstitutional on that person, and then somebody like myself, which is imploring them, asking them to objectively enforce the same ordinance on us because we have the means to challenge that, and they say that they won't do that. That would be a different type of subjective enforcement, wouldn't it?
That's a little... bit of an opinion I would have.
Well, that's what we're asking. Can you issue us a...
Everybody's entitled to.
Well, no, that's not it. I'm asking you flat out. Can we come to your sheriff's office, can violate that ordinance, and have it objectively enforced on us? Indiscriminately, objectively enforced on us.
I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can violate the panhandle statute at our sheriff's office.
Sure, I can go right out in front of your sheriff's office and get a hand-to-hand transmission from a car passerby.
Well, it's not necessarily a hand-to-hand transmission. I think you need to read the. Well, I would encourage you to read it.
I did.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
And be familiar with it.
I did.
That's normally what I tell folks.
Yeah.
Because interpretation can come into play as well. So it's not just hand-to-hand. There's more to it than that.
Well, there's several different areas, but hand-to-hand actually satisfies the nature of one portion of it, where solicitation satisfies the nature of another portion of it.
And this is where the video ends. Clearly, he's just trying to get the citation so he can try to claim damages and a violation of his civil rights. The officer who gave him the citation, well, didn't give him a citation, I should say, used his discretion. This is clearly nothing more than a money grab from somebody who doesn't want to work and who's blatantly made statements that he gets paydays by suing cities. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys. And a special thank you to the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I could never thank you enough.
All right. Round of applause for NCR News Network. So anyway, listen, here's the thing. All right. This guy, part of the mentality of it was making me think about the mentality of frauditors just in general, right? Because what he's talking about, and I actually started getting fascinated with it just now watching this video while I was thinking in my head, like, I wonder where this mentality comes from. Like, what's the philosophy behind it, which stems that it spreads to so many people? Because his whole thing is he doesn't understand that if there's a law on the books that's unconstitutional, there are ways to go about bringing that up to the right people, going through the legislation, the legislative branch, to get that stuff taken care of, changed, whatever. They believe that to be able to change the ordinance, they have to violate it. Since they violated the ordinance and didn't get in trouble, they're basically begging the cop, please get me in trouble. Please write me a ticket so that I can fight it. What do you mean? If the ordinance is on the books, just go to the website, print out the page with the ordinance, and there's your evidence that it exists right there. You don't need them to give you a ticket to prove it exists. The ordinance is right there. You can print it out and bring the printout to court and show it to the city council or whoever, there are ways to do it. But then I realized that's the exact same mentality. That's literally exactly the same mentality is this building has a no filming ordinance. So I'm going to go in there filming and intentionally break it to fight it. You don't have to do all that. Just take a picture of the no filming sign that's on the door. There's your evidence that it exists. There's your proof right there. Sometimes they'll go and they'll hand them a piece of paper with the ordinance written on it. Boom, there you go. Now you got even more evidence that ordinance exists. You don't have to intentionally violate the ordinance. What could possibly be the motivation for doing that? Why do they believe they have to do that? Oh, so that they can sue somebody and make some money. It's so silly. I don't know. Wow. Minnie has just woke up, came out here, and laid down in the chair. And I just turned my head, and he's laying on his tummy, anyway, he's a good boy. He's got to take a shower, though. We leave in, cupcake dances in less than 20 minutes. But that doesn't make for a good video. Yeah, exactly. The not arguing with people and not violating ordinances doesn't make a good video that gets a lot of clicks and views, right? So we got about 17 minutes until the cupcake dance. So how about Blackheart Night, ladies and gentlemen? All right, what's up, Tiny? Hey. Parson, what's up? There's now Voodoo could do phone audits. Yeah, there you go. Leland Squirrels, what's up? Florida Jim, hey. Oh, shut up. It's right here. I showed it earlier. I'm drinking out of it right now. Yay, Uncle Artie's the Grip Iron Girl Stupidity made this cup for me. It's awesome. I'm loving it. And I got good coffee in it. Javalia. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Blackheart Night. All right. Let's go.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves at a traffic stop in Ohio, where a sovtard has been watching way too many YouTubers and YouTube law experts and believes that he knows the law better than anybody else. That is until he gets, well, dragged out of his car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this freaking S-show on the road, shall we?
Care about opening the door?
Yeah, I do. Don't open my door.
Hey, how are you?
Don't open my door.
You gonna be like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, reach up. How are you?
I was doing good until you interrupted my trip to work. What's your name and badge number, officer?
I'm Officer Burton, 224.
224?
You have your license, registration,
For
everything.
what reason? Why'd you pull me over?
Tag lights.
Tag lights? I got a tag light.
Tag lights ain't showing your tag.
Well, it is. My right tag light's on.
You got your license.
You was pointing the other way. What was the reason pulling me over?
You got your license registration.
I do have a license registration.
Can I get it, please?
I have a tag light that's illuminating my tag. That's not a reason to pull me over.
Oh, we got ourselves a real YouTube law expert on our hands. Tell me, Sovtard, where does it not state that you don't need a light illuminating your tag on your vehicle? I'll let you in on a little secret. There is a statute that says you have to have one, you dumbass.
It's not illuminating your tag.
It is.
It's not.
Can I get out and look?
You're more than welcome to get out and look.
I was following traffic 55 mile an hour because I made 55. I'm following traffic because I got kids in the back. I did go over 55. I don't want anything blowing out.
Just give me your license registration. So I make this easy and go on today.
No, I'm not.
You ain't gonna give me your license registration?
No, you pulled me over for...
Listen.
I am listening. I know my First and Fourth Amendment rights.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not giving up my Fourth Amendment right. I'm recording you too.
That's fine.
Oh, so you know your Fourth Amendment right. Okay, that's all well and good, but did you realize that the Fourth Amendment only protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures of your personal papers and everything like that? Well, let me tell you something. Your driver's license is not your personal property. It is the property of the state that can be taken away from you. Oh yeah, not to mention, Ohio does have a statute that says you have to identify yourself at a traffic stop. So you really need to get your head out of your ass, you dummy.
You got your license registration?
No.
You ain't gonna give me none of it?
No.
Listen, do you want to go to work or not?
Yeah, and that's where I plan on going because I have done nothing wrong. You was pointing the other way. You had no way of seeing my tag light.
I could see your tag light.
No, you couldn't. Then you lied and said I was doing 62.
You was on 62.
I was following 4 vehicles. Show me on radar I was doing 62.
I'm not showing you none of that.
No, it's because you can't.
Okay. All right, you got your license.
I've been told you. Get your supervisor here.
I ain't getting my supervisor here.
Well,
so are you don't give me your
no, I've made that clear.
Well, listen, either you're gonna give it to me or you're gonna go to jail.
Well, if you want to take me to jail for that, then that'll open you up for a lawsuit. Well, then that'll look for a tag light. Well, go ahead.
I want you
I will
to go to work.
Then let me go.
No, just give me your license.
No, I'm not giving you my license. You don't have a reason to have my license. I did not break any laws.
Oh man, why do you gotta make it like this?
Because you pulled me over at 4:30 in the morning to make it like this.
Okay, for one, you're going 62.
No, I wasn't.
For another
no, I wasn't. You're a liar.
Did you just?
You're a liar. I'm sitting here looking at my speedometer. I'm following 4 cars. I'm doing 55 on purpose.
All right. I'm not going
to. I don't know. You're wrong, and you know you're lying.
Hop on Outlaws.
Nah, my soft-tart idiotic friend, you're the one pretty much making a mountain out of a molehill at this point. I mean, geez, all you have to do is show him your driver's license, and that would be the end of that. He might give you a fix-it ticket or a warning or something like that. But no, you just had to bring this to this level. Well, the more you F around, the more you're gonna find out.
You just want to give me your license?
No.
460, for state line. You make it hard. There's no need in doing all this.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment rights. I'm not answering no more questions.
You got a job you got to go to.
I do.
And
I'm not answering no more
questions. Job going to work.
I'm not answering any more questions, sir. I'm being polite with you. You pulled me over for no reason. You're claiming that I was doing 62 and I wasn't. I know for a fact I wasn't. Call your supervisor here.
I'm not calling
Call your supervisor here. I did not give. I do not. No.
Listen.
I'm not.
I don't want to make all this difficult for you and everything.
I'm not giving up my Fourth Amendment rights to illegal search and seizure.
I can see all that. I'm not searching your car. I can care.
You're not taking my license. That's illegal search and seizure.
Well, I'm about to take you to jail, and I don't really care at this point. So either you don't give me your identification, or you're going to jail. One or two. You could either.
Under duress, I'm going to give this officer my license, and I'm going to file a complaint with Bluefield Police Department for this.
That's fine.
There's my license. I'm presenting my license. That's all I have to. No, you want to make it hard? Take a picture of it, write it down.
Taking a picture.
Then there's my license. That's all I have to do is present it to you.
Like this.
You're making it like this.
I'm not making it like
I'm
nothing.
within my legal rights right now, and you know it.
No.
Yes. You know I'm within my legal rights. All I have to do I not only have to present you my license?
No, you gotta give me your license.
No, I don't.
I'm not sitting here going to do all this. Give me your license. Don't be like.
What part of this do you not understand, Sovtard? You're supposed to give him the license so that way he can make sure you're the correct person with the correct vehicle and everything like that. But no, you just gotta sit there acting like a damn foolish child saying, nah, 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 nah. You don't need this. I'm keeping it. Yeah, that's all you are. Just a child at this point. A child who's about to really find out how stupid he is.
No, you made it like this. No, don't you? No.
Don't you fucking do that. You better hop out of here. I'm telling you right now. Listen, man.
I presented my license to you. I presented my license to you.
You're really starting to irk my nerve here.
See this officer getting physical?
21.
Officer getting physical with me.
Hurry up.
No, he's ripping my uniform off of me.
You really don't be like this, boss.
He's physically assaulting me.
Which one you want?
Now he's threatening to pepper spray me.
All right.
Under duress of pepper spray, I'm presenting my license.
Hop out. I'm telling you, hop out. Hop out. I'm not playing all this. I'm gonna sit here and hold on to the steering wheel and everything else. Hop out.
Because you're trying to jerk me out of my vehicle.
Hop out.
I've done nothing wrong this morning. No. Get your supervisor here.
I'm telling you.
Get your supervisor here.
I swear to God.
Get your supervisor here before you really spray me and mess up. Now, I'm peacefully going to work, doing nothing. You've turned this into this.
You have.
Well, talk about lack of accountability for this Sovtard. But I expected this kind of thing because I've never seen a sovereign citizen or a frauditor have accountability for their own actions, which is why they lead to so many bad life choices, such as getting criminal records and issues like this, where they F around and find out with a police officer at a traffic stop, and they end up getting the shitty end of the stick, and they wonder why the hell this happened to them, when it could have all been prevented if they would have just acted like a responsible adult.
All right, get out. Get out.
You gonna get your supervisor here? I'm asking for a supervisor. I've been asking for a supervisor.
Staff? We ain't got a supervisor that can come out right now.
I've been asking for a supervisor, sir.
Well, you've been watching too much YouTube.
No, you've not been watching enough. Officer,
You holding on to that steering wheel, ain't you?
got me by the throat.
Move it. I'm telling you right now, boss man.
No, sir. Get out the car. Y'all are assaulting me. Sir. Sir. You are assaulting me.
Get out or I'm gonna fucking pepper spray you. Right now.
Okay, let go. I'll get out. Get your ass out. I'll get out. Get out. Put your hands on. Okay, let me put my flop on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now you want to be compliant when somebody else shows up and well, the sauce enters the works because you don't want to get sprayed. Well, maybe you should have thought about that about 10 minutes ago before this escalated way out of hand. And the officer is right. You've been watching way too much YouTube. Yeah, that's why you got yourself in this predicament, because you listened to the morons on YouTube who thought they knew the law better than actual lawyers and police officers. Yeah, sucks to be you. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
All right. Hand over the do bendentiality. Round of applause for Blackheart Knight. Nightmares Adventures is here. Edward Cavalier is here. What's up? I look on the softset's face says, I know I'm wrong, but I'm going to continue with this stupid. Oh, yeah. He can't win. He didn't cooperate. Yeah, I mean, like, he literally videotaped himself resisting arrest and not listening. Let's see. 3 minutes to the cupcake dance. What's up? All right. Anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for the cupcake dance. Let's see, what do we got here? I actually have a video that's less than 3 minutes long. So that's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Unclean hands with a 2-minute video. Let's go. This will work. Here we go. Let's get this set up. And that'll take us right into the cupcake dance. 3 minutes to watch. Here we go.
Are you done?
You can get the cops out here right now. I'm gonna have a fucking private child. I'm gonna kill a child because you said my name. You cunt.
Where are you gonna be at?
Looking for a child in your name, cunt.
You don't know my name, sir.
What is your name, bitch?
I'm not gonna tell you now.
You're not gonna tell me? You're not gonna identify, you fucking cunt? You fucking cunt? You're gonna fucking encourage these people to call me by my nigger name? You fucking bitch!
Are you supposed to get tonight?
You cunt! Motherfuckers. What the fuck is going on my dining table? Ah, damn it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mentality of a frauditor. Gonna call someone to complain. And then, see, that's the thing. Hey, there he is, Unclean Hands. What's up? But that's the thing, that you hear stories, like, when these places get call flooded, you hear stories about the kind of insane phone calls they get. And it's like, oh, no. But like, hey, there she is. What F was that? Yeah, it's time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. That's what those idiots sound like on the phone when they call people. And the fact that they record themselves doing that, like they think that's some kind of a victory. Olay, all right. Love it. Oh, man, I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Thank you for joining me once again. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. It's Monday. It's time for the week of craziness. Was that a phone call? Yeah, he was recording himself talking on the phone with somebody. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta take Mini Hez to school. I gotta go to work. Go enjoy the freezing cold out there. It's 32 right now. Ugh. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.